Hey guys, welcome back to Fallout. So in this video, we max out the glorious robot Codsworth who can say your name, or your alias name, whatever you want. He can say names, and that is too cool. So what I did, guys, and how I leveled up Codsworth is actually really simple. All you need to do is mod your armor or mod your weapons, regardless of which one you choose. He loves it. Now there's different tiers of affinity gain. There's like, and then there's love. So doing anything that a companion loves is really good. And Codsworth is one of the easiest companions to level. Albeit though, there is something that can get kind of like in the way. So for every companion, there is things that they like and etc. That's cool. You just keep doing those things over and over again, and they'll slowly start to like you. But there is a cooldown. So say if you're with Kate, and you start like pounding down alcohol, you can't just chug a bunch of alcohol and you get like 100 like points. That's not how it works. You take one alcohol and she'll give you 10 like points. Now there's a cooldown that's happening, so you can't just spam it and get a bunch of like points. So that's essentially what you need to manipulate. You need to take a drink, wait an hour, take a drink, because by the time that hour ends, the cooldown is gone. Now, for other companions, it's a longer cooldown window, so unless you want to wait 5 hours, you're better off just saving and loading the save, and then boom. So essentially, how you get Codsworth to like you again is just equipping armor mods to your said armor. Remember to save, load the save, equip an armor mod, save, load the save, equip an armor mod, and he'll slowly start to idolize you. And you get all the cool dialogue options and his badass perk. So with that being said, here we go. Let's do this. Video time. Also, if you ever see me open up the console and click on him and like you see a bunch of numbers, that number is just to see what his affinity rate is, which is like his likeness meter, basically. 1,000 is the max. I think I was at like 340. So I was just seeing like how much like points costed. I just was interested. So that's what that is. It's not like me cheating. It's just me monitoring it.
Hey.
Sir?
Hey, Codsworth.
Something I can do for you, sir.
How do you feel about us?
I realize the past 200 years were just moments for you, sir. But I'd like to think we've maintained quite the rapport despite everything. I do hope you feel the same.
Are things all right between us?
I find our relationship in the best of health, sir. There's no one I'd rather have by my side.
Wonder what you have made now.
Hey.
Sir?
Hey, Codsworth.
Sir, a moment, perhaps?
Sure, Codsworth. What's up?
Oh, just a little something I'd like to get off the old proverbial chest. I just want to say what an honor it is for me to accompany you. You've no idea the horror these past 2 centuries have wrought. The initial destruction, not knowing if you and your family were all right. It was a relief just to find the entrance intact.
I'm sorry, Codsworth. It was so sudden. Not even time for goodbyes.
Not a single worry, sir, as I shared your priorities completely. Family safety first, above all else. And yes, while it was hard at first, I was able to eventually move on. At first it was the work, busying myself day and night, and believe me, there was plenty of it. But eventually the work became light chores. What truly saved me was my memories, sir. Memories of you and the missus, young Sean, of your love and kindness. I soldiered on, fueled by hope that one day, if not you and the wife, that Sean, or perhaps Sean's children, would one day emerge.
You don't regret it? All the waiting?
Never. If you ask me, it was worth it. All 200 years. I just wanted you to know how much I consider you family. I may be a mere robot to some, but I do hope you've come to see me as more.
Why would you think otherwise? From Sean's birth until now, you've always been there.
Mr. Frost, you don't know how wonderful it is for me to hear that. I feel completely recharged. Well, enough blither-blather from me. Let's get back to it, shall we?
You know, the word cesspool comes to mind.
I expect tourism's dried up substantially.
Every now and then I get a hint why people thought this place was beautiful once. And then, inevitably, a Mirelurk shows up.
Something you need, sir?
Hey, Codsworth.
Sir, if I might bend your ear for a moment.
Of course. Go right ahead.
So gracious, sir. I do appreciate it. I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual sensors were first switched on. You and the missus, so good with young Sean, and so trusting of me to look after such a newborn bundle of joy. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell, after you fled to the vault. I searched, but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned, I was overjoyed. I admit I ran a full diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning. But the news of the missus and Sean, believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
You think I'm a hero? I'm far from it.
Don't sell yourself short, sir. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, sir, you have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
Thank you, Codsworth. That means a lot.
No thanks necessary, sir. I wouldn't hear of it. I truly believe if the Commonwealth is to turn itself around, you're the one to do it. Now, not another word. I stand firm in my belief. Let's get back to it.
Having reached the highest level of affinity with Codsworth, you gain the Robot Sympathy perk. I didn't do the voice, but fuck it. You guys, I'm pretty sure stick at the voice. Reach the highest tier of affinity. It's the stupid voice, whatever. We did it. We maxed them out. That's it. Codsworth, super nice. It was the closest one to our character, so it's kind of nice to see him like throw back to like his humanity, because he'd be the one that knows that. What the perk does, you receive 10 extra damage resistance when dealing with robots or robot energy weapons. It's kind of real centered to that, but when we're fighting the Institute, that is going to be really helpful, considering they're synths and robots, and they shoot laser weapons, ergo more death, and yeah. Cool. To see it.
Commonwealth.
Thanks. Actually, no, we got more stuff.
Lucky us.
Hey,
Mr. Frost,
Codsworth.
anything for you, sir.
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
From my perspective analysis, I'd say jolly well, sir. If anyone is to change the Commonwealth for the better, it's you.
How do you feel about us?
Couldn't be better, sir. Taking down the villains of the Commonwealth, helping the less fortunate. Why, it's really been quite the adventure.
What do you think about our relationship?
So kind of you to inquire. You must know that I hold you in the highest regard. I do hope you feel the same.
Your thoughts?
Just the Commonwealth these days, sir. Never in my existence did I imagine we'd find ourselves in such a state. Nuclear war, the missus gone, the fate of young Sean. How many lives were lost due to the war? It's tragic, sir. It truly is.
Your thoughts?
Oh, to think I waited 200 years for you to come out of that vault. And you did!
No way to know what might be hiding under the water.